Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Thanks for being here for our Tuesday. We had a slightly truncated show earlier on Crafters Connect because we are very busy today. Loads of great shows coming up, including this one here, the Craft Collective. Just to say, we're doing this show right now and then we're back at 6 o'clock. In between times at 4, it will be me and Sheila Halliwell with 60-minute deals. Remember to check the website about 10 to 4 to see those deals going live. They will only be available at the price we bring them to you during that hour show. And then about 10 minutes after that show finishes, they will come off. So basically, if you want to pick up some fantastic deals, then make sure you are ready and raring to go with that. This show, though, all about welcoming some of our crafty friends into Crafters TV. And super excited today, actually, to be welcoming back a gentleman who was here. Well, he'll say, I want to say it was about 2 years ago, but it's probably a lot longer than that. From Visible Image, the brilliant Mark Alexander is here. How are you, Mark?
Hello, great, thank you. Yeah, it's been great. 3.5 years, actually, I think you'll find.
3.5 years. I don't know where the time goes. It's absolutely crazy. It seems like it was just like a few moments ago, but lovely to have you back.
Thank you.
I know, obviously, we've got our friends in the UK and the US watching as well, and obviously, I think a lot of our UK viewers will know all about you. But just for people who perhaps haven't seen your face before, heard about the Visible Image brand, just tell us a little bit about it and you.
So, Visible Image started as a business between myself and my wife. We grew and grew, and then a couple of years ago, Gemporia decided that they would like to join us. Yeah. So we joined Gemporia, and yeah, we've gone from strength to strength.
And it's brilliant, actually, because we've got some goodies in this show, some different goodies in the 6, and I know you're back tomorrow as well. But what sort of style is Visible Image? What can people expect to see over the course of the next couple of days?
So I would say we're very modern, a little bit contemporary, a little bit grungy, but don't let that put you off. We've got that clean and simple look. With some amazing sentiments that go with these stamp sets and stencils, and you're going to absolutely love them.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things, actually, when we look, and we'll show some finished samples in just a second when we go through the products. I think a lot of people will look and go, oh my goodness, like these products are absolutely amazing, and like the finished samples are amazing. I won't be able to do that, but I actually feel like a lot of what you do is very achievable, even if you are quite new to craft as well, isn't it? Sure.
I mean, there's a lot of things that are already done, so that we've done the hard work. So, splash of colour, a little bit of whether you do Spectrum Noir pens or you use some watercolours, you're going to get some fantastic results every time.
As always, we are live and interactive, and I have already checked with Mark. He's very happy to take any questions, all sorts of questions.
Craft-related.
Craft-related questions, please. So anything you want to know as the demos are kind of going along, any techniques that Mark's showing you don't quite understand, feel free to ask, because that's what we do here. We're nice and interactive. We get the comments in. Please send in your welcomes as well so I can read those out as we go. We've got Radical Rachel keeping us right on the socials. Jen Shank is in. Mary Pat is in Montana. Lois Skiathletis joins us in Ohio. Adrienne Boulder says hello. And Deanna Rochford says good morning from Seattle. I love Visible Image, she says.
Thank you.
And we have our lovely Swedish viewer, Ursa Brunberg, is in, saying a very warm welcome to Mark. We've got a lovely bunch of viewers who I know they're going to enjoy your demos, and I've no doubt we will get lots of questions coming through, and keep the hellos coming through too. Don't forget also to give us a thumbs up on the show. Remember, that's what we want. The catchphrase now that Alison gave us yesterday, let me try and remember it. Stick up your thumbs if you're having crafty fun. I mean, it's not bad. It might need a little bit of work, but basically thumbs up the YouTube show, and then basically it looks good for us, and it's also great for you because you'll get more crafty content every time that you sign into YouTube. Shall we get into it? Shall we get onto it and have a look at some of the goodies that we've got? So I want to take you through everything that you're going to be getting in the bundles, and then Mark will be showing you the finished samples, and then we'll be getting into the demos. Just to say, we've put together some bundles for you, but everything is available available for you as individual items. So if there's anything in particular that you want to get individually, Shop the Day is the best way to be able to do that. And of course, these shows initially UK only, so apologies to our US friends. Hopefully down the line somewhere, we will be able to bring you these goodies as well. So the first bundle is your Doodle Flowers and Sentiments 4-piece stamp bundle. $54.99 is the price here. I've just been having a look through. The designs, Mark, are absolutely fantastic. And I feel like you're already onto a winner when you've got like designs like this.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the main focal element, a nice large stamp. You've got the extra elements like the best friend, or you can just have friend.
Yeah.
You've got that gorgeous kind of like typewriter background in there as well.
Beautiful, yeah.
And you've got to have a blooming, fabulous birthday. What
It's
more
great.
do you need?
Exactly right. And I love the fact you've almost got like sentiments like for the outside of the project, haven't you? And then verses to go on your
Inside.
inserts as well. Nice big size stamps, as you can see. So that is your first. Next in here, you have got, I mean, that beautiful flower here. This one's Colourful Life.
Sure.
Selection of different flowers again. And the fonts you use are very funky as well.
Yeah, very modern, very contemporary, but this is great because sometimes you can get, I always get bored with like sentiments that have those, the fonts don't look quite right,
Yeah.
especially with the style of the stamps. So, I mean, you've got some lovely elements in there. You've got Fill Your Life with Colour, and then you've got Live in the Rainbow, which I absolutely love that. I think everybody should live in the rainbow, don't you?
I absolutely do. Yeah, it's what I try and do every day. Try. That is Colourful Life. Then you've got this one, which is your beautiful Precious Life. Again, I suppose you've got your main focal point floral there with lots of additional accents. I love the circles that you've got here too. These are beautiful.
Yeah, very useful. To obviously, love circles. They're great to work with behind flowers, in front of the flowers. The circle's always great because it draws your eye into the main focus.
And then lastly in this bundle is, well, what happens here most days actually, total chaos. That's what this one is called. And this is a bumper set. I absolutely love the floral, but I also love the timepiece. And this here, it looks like the London Underground.
Yeah, circuit
Or
board.
circuit board, yeah.
It's a great big set. It's an A5 set, this one. But again, it lends itself to a little bit mixed media if you're into that. But it works equally well with cards.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. I love this. Creativity, this beautiful floral as well. Should we have a look at some finished samples that you've got there?
So I'll make a start. So this is obviously from the Blooming Fabulous. You can see how gorgeous this is. Isn't that very simple? I'm going to be making a variation of this card today, actually.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, so I'll make something like that.
Yeah.
Again, this is from the design team. We've got some gorgeous elements there. That's from Nicola. That's Blooming Fabulous.
Yeah.
Again, you know, whether you colour in or you don't colour in, it's entirely up to you. I love the fact there where you can colour the background, but leave the flowers just black and white. Isn't that so cool and easy?
Yeah, really cool. Oh, look at that.
And then there's one here, totally coloured in, using Best Friend. It's nice to have that, isn't it? Best Friend, and then have a Blooming Fabulous Birthday. Love that. And the background's going in there as well.
Yeah.
Again, something, you know, you can do so much or so little with this, and I like having the white, stamped in Versamark with white embossing powder. It looks really different and very modern, I think. Again,
oh, wow.
Each sample is from the design team, and they create some marvelous creations here, all totally different. This one's from Jane, very mixed media, and she's got that little button on the center of the flower there. Again, you can do whatever you want with this. Really cool. I like Best Friend on the stem. That's different.
Yeah, very different.
And a couple of nice cool tags as well, if you're into tags. I make a lot of tags as well, so that's really cool to have different kinds of tags.
Oh, that's stunning.
This one is the Precious Life. Again, a little bit more delicate because obviously maybe you'd want to send this to somebody. You know, the flower could work well with sympathy cards or, you know, whichever cards that you're going to want to send out to maybe somebody a little bit more delicate. And you can see that sometimes you don't want to go grungy. You want to go like very contemporary and modern. Again, very full on this one as well. This is another one by, who's this one by? Oh, it's Nicola. So yeah, really nice. And I love the fact the flowers are just stamped and embossed in white. Again, let the background create all the movement that you want there. You've got some dragonflies. If you want to put butterflies or dragonflies, you can.
Oh, I love this one.
See, this is how simplistic you can go.
Yeah.
Just a stencil. You've coloured in the main flower there, and then you've stamped across there, Live in the Rainbow. Really, really nice. Very simple. Again, another similar one with a tag this time. Very, very nice. And again, you know, having sometimes put those sentiments on black cardstock, really, really nice. This one, I made this one for remembrance.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I kind of, you know, you can make it look like a poppy if you wish to. Again, you know, you can do whatever you want with it. It's really, really cool. Again, see, everyone is doing something different, and that's what I love about this, is no two cards are the same. So that's, again, another one from that set. This is the Colourful Life. And again, you can be as colourful or contemporary as you want to be. I just love those spray drips there. And we've got a few more cards here from the last few are from the Total Chaos collection.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So now you can see here how cool this flower looks. It's stamped, I do believe, on some newspaper or a book print.
Oh,
okay. And then you can see that on the petals. Really, really nice idea. Very simple to do. I'm not sure what book that is or background. I'm sure there's nothing naughty in that, but that's really cool.
Someone's going to open the book later up and find they've got one of their pages missing.
Yeah, the last page.
yeah.
Again, look how clean and simple, contemporary this is.
That's beautiful.
You know, just the flower, just a simple sentiment, and you've got a great. I like DL cards, love them. Mixed media.
Wow,
if you want to do it a little bit more kind of like messy and grungy, loads of people out there who do like to do that. That's exactly what I've done here. Actually, I didn't make this one. I'm telling a lie. It was, sorry.
It was you?
It was me.
Did so many
do you know
cards,
what? I made so many
remember.
cards, I don't remember making this one, but I did make this because it says on the back, made by me.
Oh, so, there you go.
So yeah, very, very nice. I like it a little bit mixed media going on. And that was just made from cardstock.
Oh,
very
okay.
Cool. Again, really, really nice if you wanted to make cards with this. Very cool, nice. Again, very simple. I like that striking orange.
Yeah.
And, you know, the creativity at the bottom there, a great sentiment to put on. You've got this gorgeous one. I think we've got glossy accents going on there as well.
Yeah, I can
very
see
nice
that.
to actually cover that. And, you know, they've used that circuit board background on the petals of the flower as well.
Okay, yeah.
A little bit different, like that.
Very clever.
Again, this one again, a little bit more mixed media. We've got the threads going on there behind it.
That's so effective behind the flower, isn't it?
Yeah, again, very
Lifts
just
it.
bunch up a load of threads, put it behind there.
Yeah.
And there's a few layers there. So you've got the ability to snip into the flower and build your layers up as well, which is nice to do. And the final one we've got here is, let's look at this one. This is cool. This is a gorgeous three-dimensional kind of, I don't know what you call this. What do you call these things for the sewing?
The what?
You know, these things that
Oh, like embroidery hoop.
Yes, and that's the word.
Yeah.
I've never used one of these, but they look really cool, and I like that. That's really nice.
My goodness me, like it's so much food for thought there. All individuals, if anything takes your fancy out of that bundle, or if you love it all, you can go for that full bundle. Good morning to Mary Pat. He says, hello to Mark. I remember making several purchases during your previous visits on Crafters TV. Love the products and the demos. And Rebecca Dancer says, hello, Ben and Mark. Hello, Rebecca. I've not read your name in a while. Absolutely love Visible Image. And funny enough, she's been playing with the Chaos stamps this morning.
Wow.
So there you go. Almost like it was meant to be. Let's show you the next bundle. Any questions you got for Mark, feel free to fire those in. More questions, the better, and then we'll get on with the demos. This next collection is the music collection. So it's a 4-piece set. You've got 21 stamps and 1 die in here as well. The products have been kind of like laid out on our table just outside for the last couple of days. We've got a few musical people here, especially our Sheila, who's on later on. A lot of people's eyes have been drawn to this collection because this is absolutely brilliant. So very different. I feel like you've got like lots of different members of the band here. Are you a musical man?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, I play the triangle.
Ah, okay.
That's about it for me, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
So
this isn't based on you then?
No, definitely not, no.
It's really fun though, and again, a very different stamp set, certainly to anything that I've seen before. With, as I say, all the different members of the band, might be a good set to go for, obviously for any musicians. But I feel like for teens and sort of that sort of age would like this. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, you've got the great words in there. You've got Rockstar. You've got Take Centre Stage. You've got, you know, It's Your Birthday and Party Like. You can have Party Like a Rock Star, you see?
Yeah.
Very cool indeed.
I love that. Our producer Johnny plays the guitar. I imagine that's what he's like when he's up on stage. We've then got He's just said them were the days in my ear. Many, many years ago. You've got your drummer there again. Really super illustrations these as well. Really clear, crisp illustrations.
I mean, this time I've done stamps before, music ones, but they were silhouettes. So this time I wanted to create ones that are basically outline. So you can colour them any way you want to. You can do a lot more with them. They're fantastic, I think.
Absolutely. That one is called Make Some Noise, if you want to go for that individually. And then this one here, got a bit more of a sort of a New Orleans sort of feel about this one.
Definitely. I mean, obviously, you know, who doesn't like a sax player? But I like the trumpeter as well. So, again, use them individually or together. It's entirely up to you. I've squeezed so much into that set. It's amazing. So you've got, you know, happy birthday, and then you've got and all that jazz. So you can do so much more with this set. It's fantastic.
I love all of these as well, and I guess this is how you, and I know you'll show us, but this is how you add like layers of interest to your projects. That you've got, you know, circles again, you've got like scribbles, you've got here like stars and spots and dots. So you're adding like layer upon layer, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, what you don't want to do is waste any space when you're designing stamp sets. So you know, I'll fill that space wherever I can, putting in some extra elements that people would want to use.
And the last little piece that you get in this set actually is a fantastic die as well. So that's like a musical stave you've got there, isn't it? Yeah,
it's really cool. It'll cook that out, exactly that shape. I think it's gorgeous. You can do it in black, you can glitter it up, you can do it any colour you want, but it's great to add maybe behind your sentiments or as a strip on a border on your cards. Fantastic.
I really love this set, and as I say, I think for anyone you know, who knows anyone who's perhaps into their music, kids of a certain age, I think are going to absolutely love this. Very cool, very grungy. $41.99 is the price here. Let's have a look at some finished samples. This is brilliant. Look at this.
So, I mean, yeah, you'll see lots of these samples. Some of these stencils will be coming up either today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
So do keep a lookout for those, especially that one. Very, very cool. Again, very simple to do and very effective. Isn't that great? So that's the Rockstar.
Yeah.
Again, lots of different ways you can use this. Whether
I love that.
You know, dramatic, it's your birthday party, like a rock star. I love that one. Very, very cool indeed. You know, you've got some totally different ways of using it. Again, colouring that guitar, colouring the guitarist if you wish to. But each one is going to look totally different. Now, you mentioned about using the die. That's used here very effectively.
That stencil, which I guess is coming...
That stencil is coming up, yes.
Yes, a lot of people, again, here have commented on how brilliant that is.
Isn't that? And I think it's very dynamic, isn't it?
Yeah.
It does draw your eye into the centre of your project.
Yeah.
So very, very cool. The cool thing is that, you know, you can use it that way, or you can rotate the stencil and use it a totally different way.
Oh, yeah.
It's entirely up to you how you use it. But see, the music there, very, very cool on the top and the bottom.
Love it.
That. Here's another one here. Again, using a tag. Isn't that so dramatic?
Yeah.
Splashes those inks around and you get something absolutely amazing. I like take center stage.
Again, look at that.
These are so different and so cool. I know I'm flicking through these rather quickly, but there's so many there. And again, you may see stuff that's coming up as well. That stencil will be coming up as well later. Very, very cool. Or tomorrow.
Absolutely love it. Yeah, Mark's here with us tomorrow as well. And again, I know I showed you some stamps earlier on in Crafters Connect, some of my favourites. If you don't see them today, what we're showing you will be coming up tomorrow. So make sure you're back same time, same place. That is so good. Yeah. Shows you, again, you know, your team putting these beautiful projects together, shows you the versatility you've got there, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, even in gold, I do like that having it in gold is very cool. Very effective, that one. So that's Rockstar.
Yeah.
We'll move on to the All That Jazz.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So you're going to love some of these. I mean, doesn't that scream kind of neon, New Orleans? It's absolutely gorgeous. Again, that stencil will be coming up as well, so do keep a lookout for that. Very cool, very different. Very simple to colour in as well. You know, whether you do like colouring or you don't, it doesn't matter. But each of the design team have created something different. Very clean and simple, with a splash of colour there. Again,
it's
all
funny,
different.
every time you show me a project like that, which has got like more sort of like white to it, I go, I really like that. And then the next one you show, like, it's full of colour. And I was like, oh, exactly. I like that one.
I mean, this one here I did, again, I've stamped it in white and I've stamped it on black cardstock with a black embossing powder.
Yeah.
And just give that a shadow as well. Very different, very good. Again, if you're more kind of into your maybe vintage sepia tones, it works really well. So that's absolutely gorgeous. I love that. Isn't that fantastic? In gold, I like gold as well. Totally different again.
Wow.
Now here we are in kind of more kind of monochromatic colours.
Yeah.
Again, hardly stamping in, hardly colouring in the actual saxophonist, sax player, and trumpeter. But yeah, just a slight pop of colour there makes all the difference.
Brilliant.
Again, going from that to, again, more dramatic there, that background stunning. Again, what more do you need? Happy birthday and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Again, if you want to just add that dye on as well, just on the bottom there, it just makes all the difference, you see?
Yeah, yeah.
Just stick it on the bottom there, fantastic. Again, got a couple more here as well. I mean, the design team always come up with something different. That's from Rachel. And this is more of a mixed media one where it kind of has...
Oh, wow.
It has them all on as well.
What's that been done on? Is that on like mount board?
It's it looks like it's a piece of canvas.
Oh,
it's
okay.
canvas board, but isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
And you can just feel the stencil in the background there as well. So obviously used with the texture paste, but that's really, really nice. Again, very cool to make.
Loads more coming, as I've said. If you're looking at various things, as Mark's been showing you on samples, then you're thinking, oh, that's not on the website today. Mark's here again tomorrow. So everything that you're seeing over the course of the day today and tomorrow, then you will be able to pick up. Lots still to come. We are going to get into a demo, I think, in just a few seconds. I'll just say hello to Stephanie, says good morning to Ben, Mark, team and friends. We're going to have a look at the flowers first of all. Any questions you've got, feel free to ask. Any comments, anything particular that you want to know about techniques, all that kind of stuff, feel free to fire those through and we'll speak to Mark as we go along. But we're going to look at the Doodle flowers first of all, aren't we?
Sure. First of all, I'm going to start off with is going to create my background. I know lots of people create backgrounds in different ways, whether you want to use sprays or your ink pads. It's entirely up to you how you do it, but I am going to use sprays today because it's nice and quick. So yeah, I'm just going to go in with 4 colours. I'm not being fussy at all as to where those colours are going.
Yeah.
Not really, no. I have a tendency to think about, light to dark, but yeah, just go with whatever colours you like. You can use more than 4 colours or less, it's entirely up to you.
Yeah.
So we just spritz that here. Just cover the rest of it in a colour and we'll quickly dry that.
Very nice.
Again, very, very effective and it's very bright. This is where, if you're creating, backgrounds, this is the easiest way to do it, in my mind. So I'm just getting my heat tool, I'm just going to hold it down for a second and we're just going to dry this off a second.
So again, like if you don't have those sprays, we can use things like, our aqua pens, can't we? And
sure, you can put them onto a mat and just put some sprays and water on top.
Yeah. Just a really cool, quick way of making a beautiful background. It's funny, isn't it? Because like a background like that, you almost think, if you're a layman, you think, oh, they spent so much time creating that and figuring out what's going to go where, but you've literally just done 4 sprays and dry it and it looks incredible.
I mean, what I'm trying to do is to show everybody that you can create what I'm doing as well at home. There's nothing technical involved really. Personally, I went to school like everybody else did most of the time, and I did art in school, but I never went on to do a degree or anything like that. So it's kind of like it's learning things as you go. Really, that's all it is.
What Rachel's just asking, what cardstock are you working on right now?
This is just a plain cardstock. Maybe it's about 300 GSM, plain white cardstock. It's not watercolor card or anything like that. Nothing like technical.
Okay.
I just find once you find a cardstock that you can work with, then I kind of use the same cardstock all the time.
Okay, so for us, we could use our white card, or if watercolor would work as well, obviously. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. So I'll just take this to the side now. You've got your background, which is created very coolly, very simply. Now, I would normally dry that properly more, but I've already got one that I've dried fully. So I'm just going to swap that over. And again, no 2 backgrounds are ever going to be the same, but it's the same kind of colours anyway. So you get how I got to this point. Next thing we want to do is we want to bring in one of our stencils, I think.
Okay.
So I'm going to bring in this one here, which is called Light Trail. Is this one called Light? I can't remember what it's called now. Light Trail.
We'll go with that.
So I'm going to put this over the top and I'm going to get my palette knife and again, get some of your glitter paste, whatever kind of paste that you've got here. And we're just going to add we're going to follow the stencil around, and we're just going to create this kind of background going on. You don't want it to be too overpowering for the main focus of the card. So I'm just taking my time here, and I'm just going to pull this glitter paste through the stencil.
Okay.
I know you guys have got some really cool glitter paste, haven't you?
Yeah, lots of different glitter paste you can obviously use. Just to say, the light trail is on the show tonight. We'll flash up the details again in just a second, but it is on the website, obviously UK only. What I love about this, Mark, is so many times we have messages here from people who say, oh, I'm like, I can't do mixed media. I'm really scared of mixed media. But actually, the 2 steps that you've shown us so far
are mixed media.
Well, exactly, and very, very achievable, right?
Yeah, I mean, people don't realise that just adding, different products on is technically what mixed media is.
Yeah.
Very, very easy to achieve. Right, so I'll just put the lid back on here, and we'll put excess back in there. And I'll just take this off carefully. There we go.
Oh, yeah. So that is brilliant.
Now, put your stencil into soak whilst I'm creating stuff. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to quickly dry it a little bit more.
Okay.
And then we're going on to creating the flower background.
Right. Stephanie's enjoying the show, loving the vibrant colours. And yeah, as I say, we've got glitter pastes, we've got pearl paste, all those different kind of things that you can use for this. And the light trail, so that's the stencil that Mark is just using now. Brilliant, again, 6x6 in size, and that's $5.99.
Okay, so I'll put this on one side. We want to create our focus.
Right.
So I've got my stamp on my stamping platform.
Yeah.
Again, whichever stamping platform you've got, just work with whatever you've got, really. I've got this one.
Yeah.
But I know there's so many brands out there. So I'm going in with some black ink of choice. This is my VersaFine Clair, but if you've got other brands that are good and you're happy with them, just go with whatever you've got. I always say that to people, just if you've got it, use it.
Yeah.
So just take the time. We're just going to go over there. Now, I always find that just make sure that when you're using the stamping platform, obviously you need to press down, but don't forget to give it a few seconds, a few minutes, or not so many minutes, but seconds really for that ink to transfer from the cardstock onto the card, from the stamp to the cardstock. Because you don't want, if you lift it off too quickly, you may not be happy with the results.
Yeah. So
just take your time. It's not a race. So you just take that off, and then you've got this gorgeous background.
Lovely.
Sorry, the flower. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clear emboss this quickly.
Okay.
And again, I normally kind of clear emboss, heat emboss what I'm creating because it helps me when I'm colouring in.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to get some clear embossing powder. And we're just going to sprinkle that over the top quickly.
And again, you're seeing the breakdown of this at home, how each step is really super achievable. Nothing so far, hopefully, where you've gone, oh, there's no way I could do that. I was telling Mark before the show about I like to bend-proof everything, and I'm looking so far, and I'm thinking, yep, I could do step 1, I could do step 2, I can do this step as well. So again, even if you are a beginner, if you're new to all this kind of stuff, new to crafting, new to mixed media, then you can see just once you break it down into small chunks, it does become very achievable, and then you're able to create exactly what Mark is doing. Must I say hi to Sheila, who's joined us as well. Sheila Sloggy, who says, I'm late, but I will be watching this back later. Good afternoon, everyone. This never gets old as well, watching the heat emboss.
No, I mean, it's, you normally do it in silence because you always seem to be in awe of what's going on.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem real.
It's such a cool technique.
So now we have our embossed flower.
Yeah.
Now what you can do next is cut them out, and I've already just saved a few seconds here I've already stamped it twice, and I've just cut them out very simply. Sitting in front of the TV, very kind of therapeutic thing to do. So we have now our 2 flowers. So next thing we want to do is we want to add a little bit of colour. So I'm just going to go in with some, this is peacock feathers, and this is water basting, but if you've got any others, just go with what you've got.
Yeah. Well, again, you can pull out our water reactive ink pads.
Sure, they're very they're very much the same thing. It's just a case of I've got these, and that's what I'm using. So I'm just going to colour one of these very easily in this colour, and I do like this kind of like the kind of tealy green colour because I think it'll lend itself well to what I'm creating.
This one that Mark's using, we've just popped the details up on the screen for you. So Colourful Life is the collection you want to go for if you want that particular flower that he's working with right now. £12.99. Remember, all these UK only today. Hopefully down the line we'll be able to get some visible image products for our US friends as well. And thank you to Rebecca, who's emailed some pictures. I think that'll probably be with what you've been using from Visible Image. If we can get those, we'll show those before the end of the show. Already halfway through, it's flying over this. Wow.
So again, the first flower I'm colouring in solid, but this one here, I'm kind of doing an ombre from the centre just outwards. I don't want to keep those kind of white edges in with the petals, just to keep them simple like that. So I think that we'll stop there with that. I think it's just about right. Okay. So the next thing we want to do is we're just going to pull those to one side and we'll create our card. So I've got my background, which you saw me create. And I'm just going to peel off the back end and stick it to my card. Okay. So just take your time, line it up. And a little bit with live TV, I kind of smudged the side of mine, but that's fine. I'm going with a grungy look on it.
That's it,
fine.
yeah.
All good.
Yeah.
There's no mistakes. Even the happiest mistakes are good mistakes, I think. Right.
Happy accidents, that's what we call them, isn't it? Yeah.
That's a good one, yeah. Right, I need some glue, so I'm just going to grab myself some glue. This is some 3D glue. So I'm just going to put it on the back of my flower. So just a few nice blobs around. I mean, if you want to use foam pads, feel free. I'm a kind of like 3D glue person, really.
Get a bit more time, don't you, to stick it down?
Yeah, and you can move things around, you know. Sometimes you're not happy with it. And sometimes in the past I've found that I've stuck stuff down with the foam pads and then I wanted to move it and then I've ripped some of the paper trying to move it. So you get annoyed with yourself for that.
Yeah.
So let me just put this first flower on. Okay. And just deciding where we go, somewhere in the center, I think. Okay.
Details of the full collection back on screen for you.
And then we get the second flower, and we're gonna kind of decoupage this up on top, which is a really cool idea to do, I think.
If anyone else, I've got Rebecca's picture, we'll show at the end of this demo. Anyone else who's been crafting with visible image products, feel free to send in your pictures and we'll show those through the day.
Let's go that way. So we've got this gorgeous layered flower going on there. And I've got a couple of sentiments going here as well. So I'm going to have, I've got a stamped friend and have a blooming fabulous birthday.
Marvellous.
So again, this is going to be worked just right. And again, you know, this is a trick and a cheat in a way, because sometimes when you stamp in black and you put it onto white cardstock, you normally have to kind of mat that up before you place it onto your project. Yeah. But this is a kind of cheat where you can get away with just doing it in black with white without any extra matte involved at all. And it's still going to look really, really cool. So here I'm just going to have a blooming fabulous birthday. And I'm going to have the word friend at the top, I think. Okay. Again, you've got best friend, you've got the opportunity. If you wanted to put best friend on there, you could do, because there's the ability to do that. But this will work just nice. So I'm just going to put friend there at the top. And I like the fact that sometimes those flowers overlap the words slightly. It gives it more dimension to what you're creating. I think that's really cool. So that's the outside of the card. Now, I always try and do something on the inside as well. So I've done a little something on the inside, not much, but it just finishes off a card. You've got to think about, you know, the full complete picture. So on the inside, I've taken a sentiment from one of the other stamp sets. I think that's the Precious Life. I think it's that one.
It is, yes.
Yeah, so I've taken that and I've taken the little flower out. I've just stamped it and coloured it in the same colour, and we've got Live Every Moment. So again, it does just finish your card.
Well, that is tremendous. And do you know what's so good about that again is if you're like me from the start, you look at that card and you think, well, there's no way I can make that. And then now you've just seen step by step over the last 15 minutes how achievable it is to create something like that once you've got all of the bits and pieces. And of course, we can offer you that full set, just to reiterate again. So these stamps are available individually if you just want to go for individual sets. But if you want to go for the full bundle, it is the Doodle Flowers and Sentiments 4-piece bundle, $54.99. Just so if you do want to go individually, this one here is called the Total Chaos. I'll show you the project that Rebecca's done with that in just a second, but you've got all these beautiful flowers, some really stunning textures like the circuit board. You've got like the threads there as well, and the different flowers and foliage in there. This one here is your Precious Life. So that's the one where Mark got the sentiment for that last demo. Again, spin that around. Some really fantastic stamps in there, really beautiful florals that you can be working with for your watercolour mixed media projects. Colourful Life. Again, this includes some really beautiful stamps, things like Fill Your Life with Colour as far as the sentiments are concerned. Then you've got Live in the Rainbow, which I think is a really beautiful sentiment. And then the kind of main flower on the front of that project that Mark was using comes from Your Blooming Fabulous. It's this one here, that's in this set. And then you've got some really lovely, I love the fonts again, like the ink splashes that you've got. You've got Friend, you've got Have a Blooming Fabulous Birthday. And then a lovely verse to go in there as well. All of those are available for you as individual items, but the full set is $54.99 UK price. Thank you to Lois, who says, what a beautiful card. Sweet Imp says, this is a standout. She sent you a trophy emoji as well.
Is that right? Oh, I like that.
Yeah. And Sheila says, I like the white sentiment on the black background. Let me just show you this as well, Mark. So Rebecca, as I say, was crafting using the Total Chaos set, and this is what she's made. I think that, Rebecca, is absolutely brilliant. Look at that.
Wow. Oh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah. Really well done.
I love that. It's fantastic. Superb.
Any more pictures you want to send through if you've been crafting with visible image products, do send and we will show, because we love to be super interactive. Just want to show you this paper pad as well that we've got available for you from Visible Image. Tomorrow's Memories, this one. So 8 double-sided designs you've got here, 3 sheets, giving you 24 sheets in total, 8 by 8 in size. The price is incredible. They've just got in my ear. Is that really the price? $5.99. This is stunning. And again, I guess this gives you the opportunity to use beautiful papers like this, which gives you like a... well, what you've just done with inks, but you've got it readily done for you, haven't you?
Yeah, I designed this using those types of inks. I want to create something that maybe people haven't got time to do those backgrounds. So this is like your instant cards. If you haven't got time for something, you can just do it. And it's got all the colours that you could possibly want. You know, you've got, look at the drips there, it's absolutely stunning.
That is so cool. And again, you can obviously then stamp onto these and work onto these as well.
Yeah, so. If you say, I normally stamp and then emboss them. So that's probably the best way I would use them.
I love the fact, again, that you say you've got like little bits of imagery on there as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Going through these. And some really, really stunning colours to be working with as well. So 24 sheets in total, 8 by 8. It's, I think, definitely worth popping into your basket with any of the stamps that you're getting today, because it, like you say, it just makes it very, very quick and easy for you if you want to make a project, but you haven't perhaps got time to do all of the, the mixed media side of things. Very busy for that one, I've just heard. $5.99, I'm not surprised. Feel free to multi-order on the Tomorrow's Memories pad. Coming back to, the time's disappearing before our very eyes here. We've got 20 minutes left. We're going to come back to the music collection now, the 4-piece music selection. 21 stamps in the die in this set if you want to go for it as a full set. I'll recap on that for you in just a second. And again, check the website to see all of the individual bits and pieces so you can pick up those if you do want to go down that sort of individual route. But we are going to squeeze in another demo with Mark. Which of the members of the band are you going to craft with then? Are you drumming, guitaring, or what?
I think it's going to have to be guitar.
Yeah.
It's going to have to be, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start off, I'm going to get my stamp set and we're going to stamp him up. Again, gorgeous. You know, some people said to me, oh, you know, who does he look like? And some people said he looks a bit like Bono, and some people like say, I can't say who he looks like because I don't really know.
Do you know what vibes I got when I first saw it?
Go on then, tell me.
Tom Fletcher vibes from McFly.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah,
I like that, yeah.
But yeah, Bono works as well.
Bono, yeah. It could be anybody.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can colour it accordingly, you know, to whoever you think inspires you.
Yeah.
So again, just going in with some black ink again. So very, very nice. Again, most of the detail is done for you, so it's only a question of, you know, stamp it in a colour and then, you know, just add in some extra colour on top if you wish. So just going to take my time. Again, just go over it nice and gently. Just take your time. There's no rush with this part. Sometimes you just can't rush it.
Yeah.
So just take your time. Now, I can see that I want that a little bit darker. So again, stamping platforms, great. That's what, even, I can stamp without a platform and I can stamp with a platform.
Yeah.
And, even I've been doing it 20 years, I can still make mistakes. It's not a case of mistake. Maybe I didn't press hard enough.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't put enough ink in.
Yeah.
Maybe my ink pad was dry. There's always a multitude of, reasons why something happens. But it's not to worry. It is a piece of card at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So we just go back over it, and I know, comes out the second time, absolutely perfect. So we've got our guitarist.
Yep.
Now, next thing we want to do is put this to one side. Now, I have already got, saving precious seconds here, I've already got one that I've stamped and I've cut out. Again, very, very easy. So I'm going to work with this one. We're going to put that one to one side. We'll use that again another time. So we'll put this one here. Now, what we want to do is we want to obviously create a background to go with this. So I've got my piece of cardstock and I'm going to get another stencil out. I'm thinking, what about 64? This is a great stencil. It's lovely. Circles are great, especially for drawing the eye in, make it the focal point of, of whatever you're creating. And I just think it works really, really well. So I'm going to use this stencil. You're probably going to ask me why it's called...
I was just about to say, why is it called 64?
Because there's 64. 64 holes, circles in there.
Are there actually?
Yeah.
I feel like I want to count them now.
Go, you count them. And if you come back and say there's 65... No, it shouldn't. There should be 64. I have counted them, he says. There's going to be somebody who's pausing the display now. I'm going to count them all.
30, 31, 30, 33, 34, 35, 36. Oh, don't put me on. I have to start again.
1, 3, 5, 7, 9.
42. Shush. 43, 44, 45, 46. Move your arm. 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 59, 60. 61, 62, 63, 64, 65.
You liar. You liar.
66.
Do you know how many times I counted them? Don't ask. Okay, so we're just going to create a nice background to go with our guitarist.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use a spectrum of colours. So we're just going to go, I think this is one of the things I like doing as well, is that I would recommend people doing this, especially if maybe they get a craft block or, they've lost their mojo.
Yeah.
Just get, the rainbows, the spectrum of colours going from red to violet or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And then just going in there and just creating some gorgeous kind of backgrounds using those spectrum of colours, and your mojo will come back to you and you'll find yourself creating again. Yeah. I always find that, just start creating and you're going to go somewhere with it. Right, next thing. So I've got a little bit of, that was pink there. We're going to go in with some orange. Again, I'm not being too fussy. A little bit of blending over them maybe.
Yeah.
It's, it's all this, I like creating bright backgrounds. I like creating kind of grungy and dark ones as well. I don't have I try not to sit, in a certain lane or when you're creating. It's sometimes nice to stretch yourself and do something a little bit different.
Yeah, exactly right. Sort of see where the moment takes you, I suppose.
Yeah.
Christy Mahoney's joined us, just saying hello. I love visible image. And on the subject of who does it remind you of, Outcher, who's in the Netherlands, says, I'm thinking it looks like Gary Moore with his electric
Gary Moore,
guitar.
yeah, I can see it. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
And Thea says, hello everyone, it looks like Carlos Santana.
Ah.
So, yeah. So what if we had Carlos Santana, Gary Moore, Tom Fletcher and Bono? Any more for any more?
I'm sure there's somebody going to come up with something else now.
Carolyn says, Roy Orbison.
Ah, right. That's maybe the glasses, yeah.
Yeah.
ELO? Did you say ELO?
ELO? What? ELO?
ELO? Yeah, Roy Orbison, wow.
I mean, maybe even a slight look of Hank Marvin, potentially.
You're going
the
through
red guitar.
You're going through kind of every guitarist who's ever existed.
Yeah. Oh dear. Any more for any more on the guitar front, let us know. We'll do the drummer in the next show.
Yeah, we haven't been able to show the drummer, have we, any samples, so that's fine. We'll get there. Right, and I think one more colour to go here. I think we'll use blue. Again, just finishing it off.
Oh, I love these colours. My goodness me. That's a full-on party there, isn't it?
It's full on something. Right, so we just do the reveal.
Yeah.
Again, isn't that cool? Nice and bright. That's what you want. You want to create something kind of like wow. And I think that really does tick the boxes for wow. Next thing I want to do is I'm going to grab a card blank and make sure it's not Australian one.
Yeah.
I've done that so many times, you know, just put it on upside down. Not a very good idea.
It's happened many times here on Crafters TV. Yeah.
Double check yourself. So again, now obviously for TV, I've shown you, you know, obviously I put black mats just so that the colours are going to really pop out and stand out so you can see exactly what I see. But isn't that gorgeous so far? Next thing I want to do is obviously we've got our guitarist, which I'm going to possibly put here. Sometimes I may overlap the hand a bit, we may have it slightly up. We'll see about that now where I put it. And then I've also stamped a couple of sentiments. So I've also got Rockstar there, and I've got, I don't know whether I'm going to use It's Your Birthday, Party Like a Rockstar. I may just tone down what I was going to do. I know we were talking about the this stencil, not stencil, the
die.
Which is really cool. Again, you can cut it in black. It looks great on so many different colours behind it. Very, very cool. You can also, if you want to do something a bit more wow and zingy, is I've stamped it, I've cut it out and die cut it out, and then I've embossed it with some sparkly glitter there. See how cool that is there?
Okay. Yeah, very
nice.
cool.
So I'm thinking I'm going to use that, actually.
Yeah.
I think that's going to look nice behind it. Or possibly, yeah, I think I'll do that. That'll be nice behind that. Right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stick this down. Now, what I like about this is that if I want to, I can actually snip into it. So I can make it as long or short as I want to. It's entirely up to you. But I can actually put that to the edge there. And I'm just going to get my scissors. Where's scissors here?
There should be scissors right at the front there. Purple handle one. There you go.
You know where everything is.
Ah, yes.
That means, you know what that means?
Usually.
Do you know what that means? You're a crafter.
Well.
So I'm just going to see whereabouts, how much I need for that. I'm going to take that little bit there.
I was told yesterday by our lovely viewers that I can't claim to be a beginner anymore, but I said I'm not intermediate, so they've basically come up and said I'm a begin-to-mediate.
Ah, right, okay. Well, that's good. That's good. I mean, you know...
Just enjoy having a play, Mark. I think that's the best thing to do, isn't it? Don't stress about it. Don't get uptight about it. Have fun like you're doing here.
There's no point in stressing when you're creating.
No. I think if you're doing that, you're doing it wrong, aren't you?
Oh, you're doing something wrong. So I'm just going to... I've snipped into it there, and I'm just going to place that here right to the edge, which is cool. And I'm going to do the same on the other side because, again, you know, if it's not long enough for your card, maybe you want to do an 8x8 card. You can actually join this up as well, so it will join it. It's just pattern match, and it will join up if you want it to. But for this one, I'm just going to kind of cut into it because I don't need it all. So it's going to be on either side. So just snip in, trim it down a bit, and we just get to where we want to go with this. That's the thing about dies, because you can, you know, there's so many different ways you can use your dies.
Yeah.
And I just love this.
Very clever.
So just bring that in there, and we'll bring that to the other side. Just make sure it's square. Stick that down.
Oh, we've got another offer on the guitarist. Sheila Sloggy says, it looks like Buddy Holly.
Oh, yes.
Could be.
That could be Buddy Holly, yeah. I like that one as well, actually.
Yeah. You say whoever you want it to be, really. Wasn't there a song called Buddy Holly?
It was a man who died way too young, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was only in his 20s, I think.
Yeah. Terrible what happened. Right, so I've got my Rockstar, and I'm just placing them here. And do you know what? I'm going to put It's Your Birthday Party. I'm going to fit that in. That's going to go in. And we're going to finish this off with some gorgeous sparkle as well. So we're going to put It's Your Birthday.
I mean, again, so super achievable, but how profesh does this look? I mean, it looks incredible.
There's not many people who have ever said profesh to me.
Well, it is #profesh.
Right, okay. And as I say, if I can do it, you can do it at home too.
Yeah.
In fact, you'll probably do it better than I can.
Wow.
Well, I don't know. Right, so we've got that issue birthday party like a rock star. Now, finishing thing, just to finish this off now, we just do a little thing. Take your Spectra Noir pen, and we're just going to quickly colour in the, before I stick him down, in fact, if we move this out of the way, I'm going to quickly just colour that in.
Oh yeah.
Again, this is the nice thing where you can, you can colour coordinate your card. You can colour in the guitar to whatever you want. Maybe your son or husband or whoever's got a guitar has got one in a certain colour, so you can coordinate your card making to that.
What's this style of guitar, Johnny? Is that like a Fender? Stratocaster, yeah, Fender Stratocaster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Johnny's got a few guitars, our producer. How many have you got now, Johnny? Oh, he sold a few, apparently. He's got what? Okay. He's got 8 guitars now.
Oh. The thing is, do they all sound the same then? I'm not a guitarist, so I don't know.
He's just saying, no, they don't, apparently. No, they don't.
That's what people say, when they collect cars and things, do they all drive the same? No, they don't, yeah. They all go from A to B.
Oh, to be in a position to collect cars, eh?
I know.
I think I'll just take the Ferrari out today.
Yeah. I'm not really interested in cars, weirdly enough. I don't know, just not
no,
my,
I know what you mean.
Thing.
Yeah. As long as it goes from A to B, like you said.
Yeah.
I'm not really too fussed, to be honest with you.
We've got any seconds left to finish this off?
Yeah, we're good to go.
Oh, that's all right.
We've still got about 8 minutes.
So I'm just going to use some of the the glue, glittery glue. I don't know what you call it. And I'm just going to go over the top of I know I've coloured it in red, but now I'm thinking over the top of that, I may want another colour as well. Just I want it to really stand out. So just go over the top. I know that the glue will dry clear, so some colour will come through anyway, but this will just make it really bling out. Again, just take your time.
Yeah.
This makes all the difference, I think, especially on a card where maybe the background is a little bit more muted, and you want the foreground to stand out.
Yeah. Johnny's just saying, adding glam, it could be T-Rex now, he's just saying. So again, I mean, you could use things like your glitter glues here, couldn't you, if you wanted to, that kind of thing to go over the top, a bit of sparkle. It's very cool, and as I say, broken down into these sort of manageable chunks, I think makes it very, very simple to do, and hopefully you're picking up, if not the full collection details on your screen, individuals. So if you just want to go for the Guitarist on his own, it's called Rockstar, that set.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much done with that now. So, I think I did something on the inside. I can't remember whether I did, but we'll have a look now. We'll just straighten that up. So this is the outside of the card, and we've got Rockstar. We've used the gorgeous die there, and we've got that. I don't know whether you can see that, but that's really blingy and glittery there going on there. Really, really cool. Really does stand out. So the inside, what did I do? That's a good question mark. Let's have a look.
Did he do anything? Oh, look at that.
So again, use the stencil that will be coming up. Okay, so don't forget about this one. This is really cool. And we've got take center stage on the inside. Again, color coordinated the inside of your card with the outside.
Absolutely brilliant. I tell you what, let me recap what you're getting in the full bundle, and then we'll have a look at the rest of the band with the drummer we didn't see with Mark. But if you want to go for the full collection, it is 21 stamps and that die that Mark used in the demo you've just seen. So that's your Rockstar. So there he is, whoever it is, Buddy Holly, Gary Moore, Tom Fletcher, whoever you want it to be. And if I spin that around, then you can see that you've got the actual beautiful stamp itself, some texture stamps in there, and then all of your sentiments in there as well. So Rockstar, take centre stage. I absolutely love that one. Then you've got your drummer, who we're going to see in just a few moments' time. So this one's called Make Some Noise. Beautifully illustrated again. So super clear, super for you to be able to, have some fun with, get colouring, add all of these different sentiments onto as well. So Make Some Noise, Bangin' Birthday, and then you've got some cracking little textures there as well. That's all included in your Make Some Noise if you want to go for that as an individual. Then you've got the jazz stamp. So all that jazz, this one is called. So you've got your trumpeter at the top and the saxophonist, and once again a whole different selection of sort of textured stamps. Love that sentiment there and all that jazz. That is such a cool font as well. And then you've got the musical notes there, you've got your stars and spots and then some little circles, and then you've got the die too, so that is included in the bundle. That one individually is just called the Melody Wave, so that's the die that comes with. All of the items that make up that bundle you can get individually, but obviously the best way to go is to get that full bundle at $41.99. Love the card, says Mary Pat 1000. Love that card, says Alcia de Vries, and Jen says Ben Weezer, that was it, Weezer did the song called Buddy Holly. Should we have a look at the drummer? Have a look at some finished products?
Why not? I'm glad we got to him in the end, because it would be a shame not to show them all.
Yeah.
So have a banging birthday, isn't that so cool? Again, I don't know whether you can see on this one. I don't know if we can get any closer up here, but the background. See this background?
You getting?
That is
that's the die.
The die. Yeah.
I love that.
It's been done in white on white. Isn't that such cool? And it's so touchy-feely. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Love that. Absolutely love that. Fantastic.
Wow.
Again, one coloured in. Very simple to do.
Yeah.
And again, very effective. A little bit of splatters going on there. And you get those little extra stamps there with those ink splats as well. Really, really nice. I love that one. Again, you want to go brighter. This is another one. Make Some Noise. Have a banging birthday. That stencil will be coming up as well.
I say that stencil's brilliant.
Yeah, it's
so
really
good.
nice. It's called Parallax, if you want to know.
Parallax.
Parallax, yeah.
Right.
We have another one again. So cool, and I think there's thread going on there as well behind it. Very nice. I like that one as well. Very kind of more, restrained and more kind of masculine brown colours. Again, no matter which way you do it, whether you put some sprays behind, just a very simple, clean and simple kind of card going on, but that's gorgeous. Again, I like this idea as well. Putting this at an angle, I think that's really, really effective, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. What is that? Just a stamp frame, or is that just a piece
It looks
of card?
like, yeah, I think it's a stamp. It's a stamp frame, so I'm not sure what that is. That could be some kind of pocket frame or something. But again, very effective. Those ink splats going on there as well, very useful to have. Again, they just like the flowing outside of the frame. It looks like a photograph, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, it's so good. Oh my God, I love this.
Again, this is like, wow. This is like something, those kind of special effects you see on top of the pops, that kind of like wow going on.
So it's got a bit of a 60s vibe to it, that one.
Definitely, I love that one.
Yeah.
Really nice. And the final one we've got is this one here. We've got Make Some Noise. Move those out of the way. There we go, you can see that better. And again, I like the effect of putting the die at an angle. Very effective. But again, isn't that stunning?
Such a wonderful set. Take your pick, grab the full bundles, get the individuals. Just before we say thank you to Mark for the first time today, just to reiterate, this paper pad is proving very popular. If you want to ensure that you get your hands on that, I would be pocketing that sooner rather than later. It's been flying. I think, A, because it's such a beautiful pad, but B, the price on that is absolutely phenomenal. Just $5.99. You're getting 24 sheets in there. You're getting your double-sided designs. Is it 8 designs, 3 sheets of each?
Yes. Yep.
And again, I think this is such a great, as you talked about earlier on, partner to have alongside, all the other goodies, because you can make your own backgrounds, but this is all done ready for you.
I sometimes don't have time to do so many things, so this was why this was created in the first place.
Yeah.
Just to save myself some time.
Absolutely. It's $5.99 as well. If you're buying anything, that is just one of those things that you may as well just bung into your basket and you'll thank yourself later. That hour has absolutely flown over. Back at 6 o'clock, what are we doing in the 6 o'clock show? Is it more stencils, more stamping, or more of the same?
More of the same, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Something really cool.
Okay. Same, but different. If you've seen products on this show that we've not shown you, chances are they'll be coming up in the later show. But if not, we're also here tomorrow with Mark too, so don't worry, things will be appearing. Massive thank you to Mark. We are back in an hour's time. Sheila will be here back in for 60-minute deals. Now, tip from the top, you know this if you watch us each and every day. Have a look at the website in around about 50 minutes time, I would say, 10 to 4. Deals will be going live for that show, and then you'll have an hour to shop. And then at the end of that show, we usually give you about, I don't know, 5-10 minutes or so to get those deals checked out. But I do know we have got some significant discounts on items, which potentially you might not have seen for a while. I can't divulge much more than that. You're going to have to come and watch the show at 4 o'clock with me and Sheila, and then be on the website 10 minutes before to grab those deals before anybody else. And of course, with a lot of those items, the stock will not be huge. So see it, like it, buy it. That is the tip. Same with this as well. Jump in quick, grab all the deals. Everything that we've just shown you in this show will be there for our UK viewers. Shop the day, grab those bundles, and if there's anything that you want individually from anything that we've shown you, you will be able to find that on the website as well. Again, thank you to Mark. Really thoroughly enjoyed that show with Visible Image. More coming up at 6 o'clock. Until then, from both of us, thank you so much for watching, and Sheila and I will see you in an hour. Until then, bye for now.